Welcome to another Cardano update. So I've changed the trend line. As you can see, I've changed this into an ascending pattern because it is an ascending pattern. This could be a triangle and it looks like one, but if it is one, if I drag this, it could take a few months to get through this, which, you better hope that it's not a triangle, because if it is, then we might continue doing absolutely nothing for a few months. And of course, that would go well with the fact that Bitcoin dominance still has not topped, which means that we will most likely top in December. And if that happens, then we will most likely stay in this range right here until December. And then finally, when we get to the end of the triangle, then we bounce and then we start the altcoin season at the end of December. I don't want to see that happen. I obviously want to see the altcoins get an altcoin season now. But, if Bitcoin dominance does not want that to happen, then we are not going to get that. And, of course, we could still break above the ascending pattern, but, there's no indication that we will. And, to prove that something more bullish is going on, we need to break above it, which would mean that we have to get above the bull market support band as well. And as you can see, we got above it multiple times. Well, actually, no, we tested it multiple times and we got rejected multiple times. So there's no guarantee that we will test it again and we will stay above it, because we got rejected so many times already. It's kind of hard to stay bullish when you get rejected by the bull market support band so many times. Yes, we did go above it here and we did break out of this falling wedge pattern over here, but that was not enough to confirm that a third wave is actually happening. And we still need to get to the 200% extension in this C wave right here, and that is a 200% extension of this one to set up right here. And that is at 52.7 cents. So we obviously have to go up a lot more. And if you want to know how much, that's about a 50% pump. So we need a 50% pump to prove that something more bullish is happening. If we do not get that, and if we stay in this range for another few months, then I don't think we'll get another low in the main second wave move down. But this could be very, very boring if it does happen. Now, of course, it is possible to get another low in the second wave move down right here if for some reason Bitcoin decides that it wants to go down like 15K in a matter of one day or so. That would be the only way I could see Cardano getting another low right here. I don't think Cardano will get another low if Bitcoin continues going sideways. Now let me talk about the wave count again, because I have not thought about this in some time. So, like I said multiple times, the first wave only has 3 waves. It has an ABC structure. The C wave went with the 2.272 extension of the AB setup. And then we had another ABC structure to the downside to form a second wave move down. We went to the 0.786 support level. I don't have that on the chart anymore. There's no point in having that on the chart right now, because, the second wave move down right here looks complete to me. And if we are heading in a third wave, we should get there now. There's a new support zone on the chart. As you can see, it's the B wave support zone. We almost got to the 0.786 support level. And we actually bounced off this trend line right here, which maybe it's a sign that we are about to start going up, because we have 3 touch points, as you can see, right here, and right here. So if we do go up, I would really like to see what will happen once we get to the touch point right here. Are we going to get above it, or are we going to go down and then stay in this range? This is going to be very, very important. So we're going to have to see what happens with this. And, after bottoming in the second wave move down right here, we formed an ABC structure to the upside. And no, I don't really see 5 waves here. So, it's only 3 waves, which means that this is an A wave or a W wave, whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to call it an ABC. And the A wave has 3 waves, as I've already mentioned. Now, I haven't checked this. Let me actually see if the third wave went to the target regions of the first 2 waves. And no, it did not. It did not get to the 200% extension. So, yeah, this is questionable, I guess. We don't really have to get to these target regions in an ABC structure, so it's fine. These target zones are usually for 5-wave moves, so I can accept that. We did react to the trend line, so I guess it's fine. But we'll have to see what happens with the B wave right here, because if the B wave drops below the support level, it's going to be very likely that we get another low right here in the main second wave. Well, not the main second wave, the second wave of this 1-2 setup. And if we do get another low there, it's going to be very likely that we drop below this low as well, and we get another low in the main second wave move down. Also, if we do get another low in the B wave right here, that would put us below the trend line, which would not be good. So if for some reason Cardano goes down right now, we should bounce off the trend line right here and then get to the third wave targets, because if we don't, it's going to be very likely that we just drop and get another low in the main second wave move down, which would not be that great, because you have to keep in mind the second wave move down is very, very deep, and if we want to stay bullish, we have to stay above 22 cents, which is the invalidation point of the 1-2 setup. So, you know, the second wave move down, it went to about 27 cents, which is like 5 cents away from invalidating the whole setup. So if we do get another low in that wave, we're most likely going to go to like, let's say 24 cents or so. And that's going to be 2 cents away from invalidating the structure. And, you know, it's going to be very risky. Nobody will know what will happen there. I mean, we could always get another low and just invalidate the structure, and that would not be bullish for the bull market, in my opinion. So you're going to have to hope that Cardano manages to actually hold support levels. Now, let's say we do get a third wave and a C wave of that third wave. Once that happens, of course, we need a fourth wave move down. And in my opinion, the fourth wave move down should stay above the bull market support band. Of course, it could go below it, but, you know, I don't really want to see that happen, because I don't want to see the fourth wave go to the first wave high levels. I mean, that's not really allowed. So it needs to stay above it. It needs to get like here maybe. Now, obviously, this all depends on how high the third wave will go. So we'll have to see. I will give you a support zone for the fourth wave if we get a third wave. So like I said, nothing is guaranteed. And honestly, this could turn to a very boring triangle. So yeah, it's hard to say what will happen. Now, if we do get a fourth wave and then a fifth wave after that, that will finally confirm that the main second wave move down is in, and that this wave right here, which is the first wave of the main third wave move to the upside, is actually in. Then after that, you can expect a second wave move down, which could take some time. I mean, I don't know how long, but it could take like a month or two. And then we will get a third wave of the main third wave move to the upside. And that could be, I mean, that's going to be the most bullish wave of this cycle, because it's a third wave of a third wave. So, you know, maybe this will break all-time highs. Maybe it's not going to break all-time highs. I'm not sure right now. If you checked out what happened in the previous cycle, as you can see, the third wave right here of the main third wave actually went to the previous all-time high. Well, it went a bit above it, so maybe we'll do the exact same thing in this cycle. I don't really know, and, you know, nobody can predict the future. Of course, I can put lines on the chart and I can give you support levels and resistance levels, but that's pretty much all I can do. I mean, of course, like I said, you could get an idea of what might happen in this cycle based on what happened in the previous cycle, but that's not really enough, you know? And I don't think the cycle will repeat itself one by one. So, of course, it's not going to do the exact same thing as it did in the previous cycle. Each cycle has to have something different. So, you know. Now, don't forget, Cardano is still in this much bigger 1-2 setup. And, you know, as long as we hold the 1.7 cents level, I mean, there is still potential for the Cardano to go in a third wave move to the upside. Now, I believe the 1-2 setup right here is complete. I don't think we need another low in it. And yeah, I'm still expecting a third wave, which could happen this cycle, obviously. And that third wave, we need 5 waves. We already have the first 2 waves of that wave. So if we are getting a third wave, then what might happen next could be very, very bullish, because this could be third wave on a third wave. So it could be extremely bullish, but maybe this chart is going to turn to something entirely different. You never know. And like I said, there's no reason to be bearish on Cardano right now, because if you compare what's happening right now, right here, to what was happening in the previous cycle exactly 4 years ago, I mean, as you can see, Cardano was not really doing anything. It was going sideways, and it went sideways from September to December. So if we do repeat what happened there, then yeah, we just continue going sideways until December, and then we pump. Anyways, that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Check out our YouTube memberships and our Patreon if you want access to all of our charts. Check out our gold memberships if you want us to cover a specific altcoin for you. Like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.